to NXT Season 1, Episode 56, the go-home show before our Wrestlemania NXT Takeover Legacy, which is the very next show. That will be the end of Season 1. We have 5 matches on the schedule tonight. We have mostly angles, actually all angles, so it's not going to be an angle show. Just we're going to do video hype shows to fill out the show because I want to get to the pay-per-view and because, well, everything's been built up, so let's get straight into the action. My pre-show. Welcome to NXT. We have some huge matches for you tonight, not much talking. We'll be airing a video package for the matches throughout the night, hyping NXT Takeover Legacy, our Wrestlemania. Corey Graves, I can't wait, Renee. I truly cannot wait for Legacy. We also have some other news. After NXT Takeover Legacy, Mr. Tom Phillips will be removed from NXT television. Yes, it will be a 2-person booth going forward between myself and Corey Graves. Thank God. Nice working with you too, Corey, says Tom Phillips. All right, let's fade into the action. In a match with good action and average heat, Mr. NXT Solomon Crowe, Drew McIntyre, and Tyler Breeze defeated Baron Corbin, Cara, Enzo Amore, and Colin Cassidy when Mr. NXT defeated Enzo Amore by submission with a hangman's clutch after interference from Nick Jackson. During the match, we also had Matt Jackson run in and attack Colin Cassidy, so the Young Bucks, just a couple days away from their big tag team title defense against Enzo and Cass, run in and help Drew, Crowe, McIntyre, and Breeze get the victory here. Stop. I like Baron Corbin. A video for NXT Takeover Hypes airing the opener of Apollo Crews taking on Neville. A video for NXT Legacy Hypes, the match between Balor Club member Doc Gallows and Samoa Joe. And lastly, next, in a match that has some good action and average heat, Bayley defeated Portia Perez in 8 minutes via a rose plant. Portia Perez was off her game, but Bayley got the victory here, heading into NXT Takeover Legacy. Because at NXT TakeOver Legacy, it's going to be Bayley, Candice LeRae, and their mystery partner taking on Dana Brooke, Emma, and Gail Kim. This will be the end to the year-long arc of Bayley's quest to get rid of these 3 women, hopefully. A video now for NXT TakeOver Legacy airs, hyping the NXT Women's Championship match between Asuka and Sasha Banks. Next, in About That Future, great action and average heat, the Young Bucks defeated Apollo Crews and Samoa Joe in 8 minutes when Nick Jackson defeated Apollo Crews by pinfall with a 450 splash. So just getting the Balor Club and the Young Bucks a victory here. Now we go straight into another package where at NXT TakeOver Legacy, hyping the Tag Team Championship matches between the former champs Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy taking on 2 members of the Balor Club, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick. A video package now shown hyping the NXT Money in the Bank match at Legacy. Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, Mr. NXT, Sin Cara, Solomon Crowe, Tyler Breeze. 6 men will climb the ladder. 1 man will get a title shot whenever he chooses. Wow, they really hate Breezy and Baron Corbin. Maybe we'll have to change it. In an extraordinarily short match, Asuka defeats Gail Kim in 5.5 minutes with a Billiken. And I'm going through stuff really quickly because I'm really excited to get to the pay-per-view. And this was just matches, so there's not really going to be a lot of angles. We are apparently in Puerto Rico for the first time. Oops. That's hilarious. No wonder why my seconds aren't getting huge ratings. A video now shown for NXT TakeOver Legacy airs, hyping the match between Commissioner Regal and Revolution leader and former longtime NXT champion James Storm. Remember, guys, if Storm wins, he gets a title shot versus the winner of Bo and Hideo right after their match and gets to replace William Regal for 6 months as commissioner. If William Regal wins, referee and Revolution member Drake Younger can never referee a match for the Revolution again, and James Storm is suspended without pay for 6 months. A video for NXT TakeOver Legacy airs, hyping the grudge match between the leader of the Balor Club, Finn Balor, and Sami Zayn, which I'm expecting to be a freaking amazing match. I really kept all these guys away from wrestling each other. A video for NXT TakeOver Legacy airs, hyping the NXT Championship match between Bo Dallas and Hideo Itami. And, of course, a video for the NXT TakeOver Legacy airs, hyping the grudge match between Kevin Owens and Triple H. It then shows Kevin Nash running wild, taking out Hulk Hogan, Sean Waltman, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash. And about that had good action and good heat. Kevin Nash drew Kevin Owens in a no DQ match in 6 minutes when the match descended into chaos. Kevin Nash seemed off his game, blah, blah, blah. After the match went into chaos, Kevin Nash is tossed into the steel stairs and begins to hold his arm. Time to play the game! Hits as Triple H begins to walk down the ramp and taking off his jacket with Scott Hall behind him. Owens kicks Nash in the gut a few times and hops the barricade as Triple H reaches him. The fans begin to cheer and chant for Owens to take on Triple H, but Owens does what he does all the time, walk. Though I'd argue he's just as smart and refuses to get beaten down. Scott Hall and Triple H held up Nash, who looks pissed and continues to huff and puff. They both look to Triple H, however, and raise his hand as NXT goes off the air and NXT fades into NXT TakeOver Legacy, with Kevin Owens walking away from the Clique. The huge main event, co-main event, Triple H versus Kevin Nash at NXT TakeOver. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a horrible show once I realized we were in a Spanish-speaking Providence. That's my bad. That's alright, though. We are going back home safe to the southeast confines for NXT TakeOver Legacy, folks. This was Season 1, Episode 56 of NXT The Game. I cannot wait to present to you our WrestleMania NXT TakeOver Legacy coming up shortly.